great! Welcome to the newest edition of TNInews with your host, JC. Hey everybody, JC here, and welcome to another TNI News Live edition, the Monday edition. We're back. Didn't have any live streams last week. And honestly, not a lot to talk about since my Friday video, but I thought I'd go on and do another live since we didn't do any last week. Though kind of another hectic week. This week, we've got another hurricane heading for Florida. This one, for those of you not familiar, my dad lives in Florida, so the last one kind of just skirted by. However, I also have family that live in Asheville, North Carolina, so they got their community got devastated by the last hurricane, and but now we've got another one coming towards Florida now. Sorry. So anyway, so kind of a hectic week, but keep an eye on things. Those of you out there and out in the South in Florida, hopefully you are going to be safe. Right now it's a Cat 5, so I think it's supposed to weaken before it actually makes landfall on Wednesday, but yeah, they're getting hit pretty hard out there. So let us do a quick roll call, see who is in the house. We've got Austin in the house. What's up? Sanio 777. What's up? Jeremy is in the house. Good to see you. Judge Dreads. Collectible Fun. What's up? Fourth quarter slowdown. Thank Galactus. Yeah, well, we got New York Comic Con coming up next week. So kind of that slowdown before, as everybody's kind of gearing up for that. But then, yeah, as we go into the end of the year, as far as new reveals go, we'll slow down. But then we'll get like all the end of the year sales and all that kind of good stuff. So, but yeah, definitely the year is like flying by, winding down. Hard to believe it's already October. Let's see. Rashid says, pray for my boys, North Florida resident here. Yeah, man, stay safe. Definitely Florida. I mean, like I said, the last one kind of I know those that live up there in the elbow area of the state got hit pretty hard, but my dad managed to, really didn't. I mean, my dad doesn't live like right on the water either, so he lives a little more inland, but still, it definitely sucks. I mean, 2 major hurricanes in like 2-week time frame. It's just kind of getting crazy. CM Brock, what's up? Finally able to catch a live. I'm working when normally do them. Glad you're here, my friend. Glad you got some time off. Turn that off. Kobo Cop Customs, what's up? Doesn't feel like a slowdown if you're into Four Horsemen stuff. There's always something. If you collect like a lot of different things, there's always something out there. And I mean, again, we're going to New York Comic Con next week. We should be getting some new pre-orders around that time. I think on the 22nd is when it looked like maybe Hasbro stuff would be going up for pre-order. McFarlane, Hasbro's going to have a panel on Friday of next week. And then they're actually going to hold an event on Saturday for the media. So I suspect what they're going to do is on Friday, they'll have their panel. They'll show slides of new products. And then on Saturday, they'll bring media into this special event. It's not like an open thing to convention goers, but, where we'll get an in-hand look at stuff to take pictures and stuff. Because I don't think Hasbro has a booth at New York Comic Con. So other than the panel, maybe have something at the Marvel booth. I don't know. But that's how it is looking like it's going to go down next week. Judge Dreads, your birthday was the other day. Happy birthday, my friend. John is in the house. What is up? CJ is here. What's up, my friend? So, like I say, not a ton of new news since I talked to you guys on Friday, but let's just kind of go over um, what is out there. So not much on the Marvel Legend front. I don't expect anything until um, maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow, or is it tomorrow? Or let me. We've got the Walmart Collector Con coming up, so we got the official dates on that, which is the 17th and 18th. But we've got a preview coming up this week on the 10th. So what is that? So that's Thursday, I think, right? Let me check, double check calendar. Yeah, so Thursday, this coming Thursday, we're gonna get a preview for all the stuff that will go up during Walmart Collector Con. So I suspect, we know the Quicksilver, we know the G1 Optimus Prime. I suspect we could get a Spider-Man animated series chameleon figure. They almost always do at least more than one Marvel Legend during these Walmart Collector Cons. So those will be coming on Thursday. Todd's been showing off some new Walmart figures. I don't know if these will specifically go up during Walmart Collector Con, but we've got a new classic Superman figure, soft goods cape. This is a Walmart exclusive, not yet available online. However, I have seen reports of people already starting to find this figure in stores. So, and then they also announced this Green Lantern Hal Jordan variant figure, also Walmart exclusive. I don't know if this one started to hit physical stores yet or not, but and again, no idea whether these will go up during Walmart Collector Con, but good possibility. Also, for you Lord of the Ring fans, we've got new 3 and 3/4 inch figures based on this animated movie that's coming out in December. So these are from McFarlane Toys. Again, these are essentially 3 and 3/4 inch figures. Do not look like have a ton of articulation. Like I don't see any elbow joints, um, maybe some knee joints, but again, not a lot of articulation with these. You do get a builder figure piece with these for a snow troll. That dude looks like Odin. Wolf, Hera. So there's a trailer for this movie. Again, Lord of the Rings, based on Lord of the Rings, kind of a prequel type thing. We just had the season finale for the Amazon live action, Power of the Rings series. That's actually been pretty good. These have 6 points of articulation according to the description on those. So. And John from Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. Good to see you, my friend. Felix, what is up? Seeing Brock, that Superman is bogus. Still using body molds. Yeah, there. I'm waiting to see the Christopher Reeve Superman. That's the one I'm eagerly anticipating, which I figure we'll probably see during New York Comic Con. Todd McFarlane is going to have a panel at Comic Con this year on Saturday. I think he has 2 panels, actually, one on Friday and one on Saturday. So we should definitely get some new McFarlane reveals next weekend during the convention. Maybe we'll get a look at that Batman Beyond Batmobile. Thinking that might be a possibility. Jeremy's in the house. Hopefully, NECA reveals some new NECA Turtle stuff. Good possibility. NECA should have a few reveals at New York Comic Con, yes. Big Rib from Arizona. Good to see you, my friend. Roman, what is up? All right, let's see. What else we got? For you wrestling fans, we got a Dudley Boys 2-pack coming. This is going to be Mattel Creations exclusive, going up on Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So get the tables, as it were. No tables included with the set, but again, we've got the Dudley Boys. Oh, actually, it does come with a table, so I stand corrected. You get a broken table. I don't know if it's just broken or if you can set it up so it breaks. But let's see. It didn't really talk about the table, but it does look like you at least get a broken table with that. So again, that's Mattel Creations exclusive, going up this Thursday. We've got a deluxe Modulock figure that was listed on Amazon, has not been available for purchase, but might be going up here later this week, possibly on the 10th. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, Masters of the Universe Origins Deluxe. I suspect we're going to get a number of pre-orders for Masters of the Universe. I believe it was the 10th. Let me just double check that. Well, maybe not. I'm checking the Entertainment Earth Drop Zone page, and there was a listing, I believe, on the 10th for Masters of the Universe, but it looks like it's been taken down. So I don't know what that means per se. Looks like, as far as the Drop Zone page, our next Mattel pre-orders won't be until November 1st. So now we do have some pre-orders for Big Bad Toy Store for their anniversary for Masters of the Universe, but those are probably Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So those are still coming on the 10th. So we'll at least get some pre-orders for Masters on the 10th. Maybe that Amazon Modulock will go up as well. I'm not sure. But I thought there was going to be some mainline pre-orders for Masters of the Universe, and it looks like there maybe something has changed on that front. Let's see. We got another big thing to look forward to next week at New York Comic Con is the Haslab, the Hasbro Haslab. So I guess in typical tradition, the test page for the Haslab went live and had a $900 price tag listed. Didn't give us specifics, but Hasbro's basically then put out a message saying the price tag is probably not correct. However, 2 in the box Haslab, so I guess that's their clue that it's 2 things in the box. So I don't know, and then this logo they put out several months ago, which seemed to suggest Ecto 1. So I don't have any guesses for you guys on what this Haslab's going to be, but we'll find out 100%. It's going to launch next week during New York Comic Con, whatever this Ghostbuster Haslab is. So if you're a fan of the Space 1976 series back in the day, there's this Kickstarter from Zyka for their ship, and it looks like Big Bad Toy Store is now, if you want to just order it from them, it's taking pre-orders. So this is got a hefty price tag, $440. It is for 3 3/4 inch figures. It's not 6 inch. It's a 1/18 scale type vehicle. I never really watched this series as a kid, so I know of it, but I I don't really recall much about this series. But again, it's a Kickstarter, so you can go directly to the Kickstarter. But if you want, you can pre-order um, it now directly on Big Bad Toy Store. If you collect those retro turtle figures, we've got a couple of multi-packs that have gone up on Amazon. So these are reissues of old Playmate figures. So 2 different 4-packs. I've kind of lost track of these, so honestly, I don't remember if these are brand new or if these are the first time they've gone up. But again, at least earlier today, they were available on Amazon's website. 4 Horsemen figures, somebody mentioned that. So, New Mythic Legions, Armory figures. New images for those. Also, skeleton figures. Skeleton 4-pack. So, this will be going up on Halloween for the 31st on the Store Horseman website. Got the skeleton with the pumpkin head. That's a nice little Halloweeny touch there. Seems like everybody's doing skeleton figures these days. Harbinger Studios, who do Savage Crucible, they're doing a collegiate legend figure starting with some football players. So these are 6-inch figures. So the first 3 here, you can pre-order at collegiatelegends.com. I don't know if someplace like Big Bad Toy Store will carry these or not. Those figures that NECA had been teasing for Geek-Out went up this weekend on Target's website. So I don't know if they're still available. Yeah, well, no. Or no, it is. So the Elf is still available. Planet of the Apes one still available. The Megan one still available. You can also check and see if they're available at your local store. Beetlejuice reissue figure is still available. If you still need this Last Ronin patrol bot, that actually sold out. And then this Nosferatu figure. So again, NECA teased these. We thought they were going to go up on the final Friday, which was this past Friday, but they didn't. They went up on Sunday. So same thing for McFarlane. They had a couple of figures. This JSA Commander Steel figure went up on Target.com this week, or on Sunday, yesterday. Still available if you want it online. These have been hitting physical stores already, but the Sinestro one as well. See if it's still available. So yeah, both those McFarlane figures again went up on Sunday and are still available, exclusive to Target. That's pretty much it for McFarlane. And if you're into Ghostbusters, Star Ace has some 1/6 scale figures. These are available at Big Bad Toy Store. I feel like these aren't new, but I won't swear to it. $285 each. So yeah, like I said, not a ton of new stuff, but see, Jay, with McFarlane reissuing old Batman the Animated Series vehicles, do you think the Batcave? I haven't seen anything, but yes, I feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion that they will re-release the Batcave. They've re-released everything else, so I can't imagine they wouldn't do the Batcave. Probably not until next year, but I definitely feel like the chances are pretty high that that will end up getting reissued through McFarlane Toys if you missed out on it. Print Rabbit thinks it's the Ecto One. I tend to agree, but I'm still not sure of the two in the box clue what that specifically means. So I remember Space 1999. I never watched it either. Uh, Jester said, "Isn't that also the same ship that forced Lucas to change the original design for the?" I won't. I don't remember that story. I haven't heard that story, but I certainly. Uh, I don't know. I've never heard that, but that doesn't mean it couldn't be the case. Kobo Cop Customs, yeah. All of a sudden, everybody wants to do skeleton figures, and they all make with bones too thick. That's probably so they don't break so easy. I'm guessing, but I don't know. The football players, yes, they should be. I think they've. Yeah, if you're familiar at all with the Savage Crucible line that they do, um, I'm going to guess that their articulation is on par with those. Felix, two in the box is the trap and the PKE meter from last year. But that wouldn't be what they're doing for the Haslab this year, right? I hope not. Maybe let me go back to the clue. Like I totally missed the test page, so I didn't see what was on the test page. Oh, I get. Okay, I misread it. So what they're saying is last year's Haslab is on par to ship at the end of the year. Okay, I got you. So all right, that makes sense. I guess there were rumors that it wasn't going to ship out at the end of the year. I don't keep up with all the Ghostbuster rumors, so but I guess that's what they're saying that in fact last year's two in the box Haslab will be shipping out by the end of the year, despite what I guess rumors were saying. So all right, gotcha. So yeah, probably very much this year's Haslab will be the Plasma Series Ecto One. Alonzo, what is up, my friend from California? You guys out west? Hope you guys are having a nice peaceful time without hurricanes and everything. So what are they? So this weekend, the new Joker movie hit theaters, and I guess it bombed at the box office, which I can't tell. I can't say I was too surprised on that. Now I'll be the first to say that while I thought the first Joker movie wasn't horrible, I didn't think it was as good as a lot of other people said it was. I thought it was a decent movie, but like I was really like, this is not a movie that needs a sequel, especially without like Batman in it. But then when word came out, it was essentially going to be like Joker the musical. I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? So I guess people had similar thoughts, and so the movie did not do well at the theater. But it got me thinking because I know Todd McFarlane has been touting like, I remember him saying, a couple months ago in interviews that like he thought the Joker movie was going to be this huge box office hit, which would then allow him to get the green light to move forward with his Spawn movie. Though I will also note that he said something similar back when the first Joker movie came out, and we still haven't gotten the Spawn movie. But now that the Joker movie 2 has kind of bombed at the box office, I am curious if that's going to end up putting, like, kind of being the final nail in the coffin for Todd's Spawn movie. Now, obviously, Deadpool did well at the box office. That was another comic book based rated R movie, but I don't think Deadpool is kind of a unique situation because it was Deadpool and Wolverine, and Marvel, and yes, it's rated R, but not quite in the same way as like a Joker movie or what I would assume we would get for a Spawn movie. So again, I will be curious to know. Maybe Todd will talk about it at New York Comic Con next weekend, but I'll be curious to know if this is going to how this is going to affect Todd's plans for his Spawn movie now that the Joker movie has seemingly bombed. And again, the reason why I bring it up is because Todd, was all like I remember he specifically thought Joker 2 was going to be the biggest box office take movie of the year. He thought it was even going to be bigger than Deadpool, and I was like, no way. But I wasn't necessarily expecting the Joker to bomb, but I didn't think it had any chance of doing better than Deadpool and Wolverine. But he thought it was going to be a bigger box office take than even Deadpool, and basically saying, and once the studios see how popular a rated R movie like that is, they'll want to do a Spawn movie. And so now that didn't turn out to be true, I'm wondering what that's going to do. McFarlane says McFarlane's out of touch with reality mostly. Marie says, surprised people complaining that it was a musical after seeing it when it was known all along and it was going to be. Yeah, I mean, I had no, like I say, first of all, I thought the first one was kind of interesting, that it kind of like was almost like just a normal guy that kind of just went off his rocker and did some things. And, he happened to be wearing makeup. So, I get that they called it Joker, but to me, it was like kind of like a real, like, as normal or as close to reality of a Joker as you could get. I mean, in the comics and stuff, Joker can get a little far fetched, but so I thought it was unique. The first one I thought was kind of unique, but like I say, I didn't really see room for doing a sequel, especially if you're going to continue to do it without Batman. I mean, even like the Penguin series, which I've heard some pretty good things about, I feel like I'm not that interested in a Penguin series if there's no Batman in it. I mean, so I don't know, but I wasn't expecting much personally, just because I didn't think the first one is as good as a lot of other people thought. But then when it kind of came out, that it was going to be like this musical type thing, I was like, are you kidding me? But yeah, so I feel like people, if they were caught surprised by that, I agree that like they must not have been paying that close attention. The Watcher, I'd like to see a Batman return. I imagine at some point they will get around to doing at least like Penguin and Catwoman. I don't know if they'll be able to do a whole wave. We've already gotten Batman. Well, kind of. I guess they could do like Batman with his mask torn off. But definitely I feel like at some point we will get, I feel like Penguin, Catwoman, Bane, from Batman and Robin, I think we'll probably get at some point. So I feel like all those meet, except for Joker. I know they want to do Joker, Jack Nicholson Joker, but I feel like possibly the price on that is going to be too high. Because that, to me, Jack Nicholson Joker, that's what it comes down to. My guess is Jack Nicholson wants a lot of money to use his likeness, and that might make the figure so expensive to make that it's just not worth doing. But all the others, like I say, DeVito Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. It'd be funny if they did like a Halle Berry Catwoman, even though that movie totally bombed too. But yeah, I feel like there's a good chance they will do those. Amused. The Penguin series feels like it would be better because it's expanding the Gotham Underground universe. Joker 2 seems like it's too self-absorbing. Yeah, and again, I've heard great things about the Penguins here. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm not sure if I want to try and get invested in it. But I've heard good things about it. To me, I find it less interesting because, um, no Batman in it. I feel like Todd would be leaving money on the table, but releasing more. Yeah, not releasing more Keaton figures. Yeah, could do a single release of Batman Returns for people who don't want to get the gold label or 6-movie collection. And based on new listings, the the Batmobile that I thought was going to be a '66 Batmobile looks like might be Batman and Robin. Though I think it's also possible they may end up doing both. But it looks like we will get a Batmobile from the Batman and Robin movie um, coming at some point. So maybe they'll throw in Bane with that. Though that would be kind of a weird figure to include with a vehicle. The Watcher. I'd be Batman '89. Interested in a single release Keaton. Yeah, they did what Keaton. Well, they did Keaton from the Flash movie, but that's a little bit different. They did Keaton in the box set, and then Keaton with the Batmobile. Nothing on Power Lords. We did get some biker mice news. So now that you mentioned that, except now my mouse is. So let me. So the reveal came from Toy Collector Magazine, but we got our. They put the cover online, so again, this comes from the new issue of Toy Collector Magazine, the November-December issue, which you can purchase at places like Big Bad Toy Store if you want. I think the price on the magazine's $15, but um, this looks like it's going to be the next wave of Biker Mice from Mars figures from the Nacelle Company. So Carbon, Professor or what is it? Carbunky. Sorry, I'm not really. I never really got much into Biker Mice, so I'm not really familiar with all the characters. Grease Pit are the 3 figures. Who's that? Professor Carbunky, I guess is how you say it. And then Carbon. So another Biker Mice, I'm assuming, in the front here, and then 2 bad guys for the line in the back there. But nothing on RoboForce. Nothing really new on RoboForce. That at least that I've seen. Or sorry, not RoboForce. Power Lords. Nothing on Power Lords. Was it? Wait, is the Nacelle Company do Power Lords? Oh yeah, I guess they did. But yeah, nothing really new on Power Lords recently from the nacelle company. And yeah, the '89 Batmobile from McFarlane is still available. Actually, yeah, it was. It was on sale the other day for $52. The '89 Batmobile. It's back to full price now, but they did have a. So you might wait if you want to get that. I'm sure as we get closer to the holidays, you'll see it go on sale again. So you know, November and early December, likely we're going to see a bunch of stuff go on sale. So Dr. Carbuncle was the one who experimented on the mice and gave the biker mice robot upgrades like the arms and face. Nice. So is he a bad guy or is he a good guy? Because that could go either way. You know, sounds more like a bad guy, but I suppose he could have been doing it with good intentions. Carbuncle, yeah, he looks like a bad guy. Like I say, I'm not that familiar with the property overall, but he definitely looked like a bad guy. And those will probably be available. I mean, I'm sure they'll be available online, like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. But Walmart has also been starting to carry some of that stuff as well. So, trying to think what else. We had another WWE pay per view this past weekend for you wrestling fans. That was okay. I thought the best part was when Gunther came out and started talking shit to Goldberg. I thought that was pretty funny, especially since he had talked shit to Bret Hart a couple of weeks ago. And I watched that Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix. I thought it was kind of interesting. It wasn't like a ton of new information there, um, but I felt like there were some areas where they went maybe a little more in depth, at least than from what I had previously seen. And Jeremy says Carbuncle, he worked for the main villain of the show, Charles Limburger. I'm just laughing at Limburger is in Limburger cheese, I'm sure, right? Because, of course, cheese, mice like cheese, right? Always got to give it to like 80s bad guy characters and their names. The Watcher, Catwoman, Penguin returns, Batman, Battle Damage, Battle Damage, Catwoman. I guess, yeah. 89 Joker, it's different outfits. A single release 89 Batman figure, and Vicky Vale. I personally think would all be cool. I don't see them doing Vicky Vale, especially since Todd's not a huge fan of female figures. So I wouldn't hold my breath on Vicky Vale. The others, except for maybe the Joker, which again is more of not that they don't want to do it, just not sure they're going to be able to do it. Maybe not Battle Damage Catwoman, but I could definitely see a regular version of Catwoman. Like I say, I could see a Battle Damage version of Batman with his mask pulled off. Felix, isn't Dirty Dom the luckiest man in the rest? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Liv, Liv and Rhea Ripley fighting over him seems like a big stretch to me, but Like I saw a lot of people making fun of that new belt that they announced, the Crown Jewel event. But I like the idea of like the WWE champion from SmackDown fighting the WWE champion of Raw, and same for the women. Like I like that idea. The belt looked a bit much, but yeah, it's Dom's mullet and he's like an Eddie Guerrero wannabe. And I guess Kevin Owens attacked Dusty Rhodes after the pay per view. I don't know. I saw a report on that, but I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm sure we'll get a recap of that on Raw tonight. Uh, Raquel Rodriguez, she came. That was that who came. She came back this weekend, wasn't that her? I wasn't really familiar with her, but the one that came out and helped Liv. And the CM Punk and the Drew McIntyre Hell in the Cell match. I mean, it wasn't a bad match, but as far as Hell in the Cell matches go, I've seen better. I felt like they overdid it on the blood, especially like on Drew McIntyre's head. I know sometimes they cut them. I don't know if they still cut themselves open to bleed, or if, but it looked like fake blood. Did I say Dusty Rhodes? Yeah, Cody Rhodes. Do you think McFarlane will try and get around it? Well, that's we just talked about that a few minutes ago. I know they want. I know they know there's the demand. They've said that they want to do it, but they were hesitant to say that they would do it. Since other companies like Beast Kingdom and Hot Toys have done Jack Nicholson figures, it's got to be possible. So to me, what it probably comes down to is how much money Jack Nicholson wants for his likeness. Now, that's just my speculation. But for a $20 figure, the cost for his likeness is probably so expensive that it makes the figure, essentially it would be too much. It selling a $20 figure, they wouldn't be able to make their money back from how much they would have to spend for his likeness. That's kind of again my speculation. With a higher priced Hot Toys or even a Beast Kingdom figure where they're more expensive, then they might be able to eat that cost more. But with like a $20 figure, it just may not be too practical. That's my only speculation. I think if they can make it happen, they will. So, because again, I know they talked about it at San Diego. People asked about it and they were like, yeah, we're looking into it type thing. But especially since, Todd's often like, oh, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah, he did not say that about Jack Nicholson. So I feel like, they want to, but I'm just not sure if it's practical. But that, I mean, to me, I definitely would want to see, a McFarlane Jack Nicholson Joker. What's up, Cartoon and Cannabis? Always look forward to your streams. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, they totally still cut themselves, especially in AEW. I tried. Obviously, only recently started getting back into WWE wrestling, but I tried watching AEW once, and I just thought it was boring. And like a friend of mine who's much more into wrestling than I am, like was telling me that AEW is less about the storytelling and more about just the wrestling. So, CM Brock, it was said that Drew's bleeding like that was not planned. I mean, his head was like, I mean, if he really lost that much blood, I mean, I feel like he would have been like truly like totally passed out because like the blood that was, and it was from like just being hit with a briefcase or a toolbox, I guess it was. I don't know. It did not look natural to me. Um, and if it was real blood, then I don't know how he managed to stay standing after that. John, that I actually that you know I would probably pass on Batman Returns was not a favorite Batman movie of mine. I mean, Danny DeVito did an okay job, but like I'm just not like it's not like a figure I feel like I just have to have. But I got to tell you, if they did the giant duck vehicle, that I would be tempted to get that. So that's a good idea. While I was referring to Catwoman at the ending of Batman Returns, I guess you would call her about. Yeah, yeah. It took me a minute to think about it, but yeah, I got what you were saying. Jeremy says was able to buy a custom Nicholson Joker with the clown Joker and the three Jokers and custom head. Nice. Like I say, Beast Kingdom did do an 8-inch Jack Nicholson Joker, so I've seen some people kind of throw that in with their McFarlane figures, but Kobo Cup says Drew McIntyre's head like 28 stitches. DDP posted a picture of him with. Maybe it was. That's just my first thought when I saw that blood on the top of his head was like, oh, that looks fake. I will tell you one of my favorite recent matches has been the Battle of the Monster matches. Um, they have had 3 recently. So Braun Strowman he got hurt on the last one, but like those matches, like on the second one where like they were throwing fans from the ring or pulling fans out and tossing them and stuff. I was just like rolling when that. So that's been some of my favorite matches here recently. Were those Battle of the Monster, and then of course the final boss made his brief uh, return at the end of this weekend's pay per view. The Rock, and then he cut a promo afterwards that they played on social media. So I'm sure we're going to be seeing The Rock more here in action. I'm curious if he's going to start his own bloodline fraction or if he's going to side with Roman Reigns or if he's going. I don't see him siding with Solo, but I could see him like starting his own bloodline to go against both Roman Reigns and Solo. As Dredd says, he's just finished his Carter Slade Ghost Rider. Nice. That's the Western Ghost Rider, right? CM Brock, much appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much. As Dreads wants Dark Knight Catwoman. We got Dark Knight Catwoman. Oh, yeah. Which Dark Knight you talking about? The Kristen Bale Catwoman? Because we already got that one. Jeremy says, I meant to say I built a Nicholson Joker using the Clown Joker from the Three Jokers and bought a custom Nicholson. Got you. Virtual Dave, I got some of the new WWE Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures from Mattel today. Nice. I've only seen those showing up at Target store. Actually, now that I think about it, I think they are Target store exclusives. All right, well, we're coming up on the hour, and I've kind of run out of things to babble about. But as far as the rest of the week goes, probably I should be back on Wednesday. Obviously, again, I'm keeping an eye on this hurricane because it is right now kind of heading right towards my dad. Now, again, my dad lives in an assisted living place. He doesn't live right on the water. The building is very fortified. They have generators, things like that. So, um, he should, no matter what, I'm hoping he should be okay. But obviously, if something took a turn for the worse, then and it's not supposed to make landfall until I think Wednesday night. So I should probably be back on Wednesday with a live stream. I have my in-laws here because they came from Asheville, North Carolina, because they were like my family in Asheville did okay. Like fortunately, like they didn't have any major damage, but of course they've been without power for over a week and a half. My sister-in-law finally just got power back yesterday from the Helene hurricane. So, but my in-laws came up here because they needed electricity because my mother-in-law has a CPAP machine that she needs to sleep. My father-in-law had just had knee replacement surgery, so he needed to get back to his PT that had been canceled. So they're up here with us, and now I'm kind of keeping an eye on things with my dad. But again, if all things goes well, I should be back on Wednesday and then Friday. Next week, I am going to New York Comic Con, so I should be there. I'll probably be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But that's a little tentative at the moment. But definitely Friday and Saturday, because Friday will be the Hasbro panel. There'll be a McFarlane panel. They haven't released the entire panel schedule yet, I don't think, for New York. But I know there's a McFarlane panel on Saturday and a Todd McFarlane panel on Friday. There's a Hasbro panel sometime on Friday. There's the Hasbro media event Saturday morning. So I definitely will be there for those 2 days, but I'll probably just end up going up on the 17th just to catch, whatever new products are put out at NECA and things like that. So next week will be pretty busy. But again, Eric, glad you got your credit. Nice. So this week we'll kind of play it by ear, but likely we'll be back on Wednesday with a live stream. And then, like I say, next week should be New York Comic Con stuff, Walmart Collector Con stuff. So kind of been kind of quiet, but next week we should definitely, things should be picking back up. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning in here and listening to me ramble. And stay safe out there, especially those of you, like any of you out there in the Florida area, be safe 100%. Looks like this could be a pretty dangerous storm because, like I say, right now it's a Cat 5. It's supposed to weaken, I think, to back down to a 3 before it actually makes landfall, but you never know. So be safe out there, guys. And until next time, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great,